It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buccaneers and the Vikings. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take no...
Let's go.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Okay.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Again, Peterson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Cut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. So here are the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rashad White. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Jameis now on 1st down. He completes this to Russell Gage. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight 1st downs. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Winston now. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, Winston. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot,
and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes.
Down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And got his man, complete. He's on his way. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 60 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
On second down, Peterson. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And his throw here is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. They go with White on the counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. To throw, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Carter. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of...
On the set. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones. Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back now comes Tampa Bay. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Winston. He'll leave this one for White. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with White. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 1st down, here's White. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Jameis to throw it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Here's White. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Again, this is White. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. So both of these teams...
Come on, set. Let's go, charge.
The slot man in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Down the left sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Peterson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever...
Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm
fantasy.
Going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
More. You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You know,
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game. I enjoy watching
you do it. You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Winston's throw taken in by Evans here. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Here's Winston. They'll dump this one off here to White. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Winston. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now we've got...
Down. Set.
They start the drive with Peterson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
On the double. Ready.
They run over center with Peterson. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
That time a 6-play drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Opting to run again here with White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But now he appears to be in some pain. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
Here we go. On the ball. Check, cut.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in Week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start Week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. He'll look to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Peterson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They go to the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in the block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion calls defensively, and it turns into a big play.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So it looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the 2nd half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
A first down throw for Winston.
To Evans on the slant.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a yard.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Winston.
This one taken in by Otten.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, right at the 40.
Now we'll run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 38 now, here comes second and 8.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Winston now.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
There was a lot of zip on that pass. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, this is Edmonds.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, Carter. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense.
And they'll just simply...
Ready. Jet. Hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Jackrabbit.
Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
they'll start on the ground with Edmonds.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Winston.
This is caught by Evans.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. First down, Winston.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run with Edmonds again.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he'll go down at the 28. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action. Winston. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Winston going to get this out to Evans. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jameis to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running left, here's Edmonds. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football and averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Succop's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Vikings head out to take over once again.
Ready, break. Ready.
Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. 125 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. The 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete to Otten.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And Evans will have a Bucs 1st down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Winston. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Winston. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Winston. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
But he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Throwing, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a give to Edmonds. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. To throw, Winston. Over the middle, it's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans from 8 yards out.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but Nate.
Ready up. Hut, hut.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Come on, sack.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Ready?
Back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to.
Following the interception, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Winston.
And it's incomplete, but a penalty flag is out. And this looks like pass interference. Let's see. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now a toss coming right side. Edmonds. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Minnesota's offense.
Let's go now.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete.
Still going.
And down right around the 37. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Vikings are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, get a lot of...
Joseph on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So now Winston and the Bucs down by 12. 57 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Winston. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
Here's 2nd down.
Now Winston.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. One last shot now for Winston.
That's complete to Otten. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress.